Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we're going to look at some of the other forms of share. So, for example, the negative. So the negative form is, of course, khan. And then after it would come khane. So, to say, it isn't me, would be khane mish. To say, it isn't you who's reading, would be something like khane us valeu. To say, wasn't it, would be nacher. Sometimes the East Perthshire Gaelic speaker also said nachne. But I'm just going to go with myself, nacher. So, wasn't it you? Nacher us. Wasn't it you guys that were eating? Or isn't it you guys that were eating? Nacher shivsh va gich. The question form is ne, which is a shortened version of ane, which you would find in the standard form. Is it you guys? Neshish. Is it her who is small? Ne ish hakrien. And of course we also have our past or would form, which is be. So it was us, or it would be us, would be something like beshin. It was or would be her. Beish. It was or would be me. Bemish. And the question form with be would be mbe. Would it be them? Mbeards. The negative form would be chabe. So, it wouldn't be me, or it wasn't me. Chabe mish. And, of course, the wouldn't form, the question negative, would be nachbe. The word for there, in the sense of existing, so there is a big cat in the house, etc., is un. So to say something like, it wasn't me that was there, would be something like khane mish van. Is it her who is there? Would be something like ne ish han. Something like, isn't it you who was there? Nacher us van. Something like, wouldn't you be, or weren't you? Would be something like nach beus. It was her who was dancing. She ish war dans. Wasn't it me? Nach bemish. And was it her? Ambeish. Now, I'm not quite sure how often this be form is used. especially in East Perthshire, but it does seem to turn up from time to time, so it's probably good to learn them anyway. The next form we're going to look at is the form of is when you are trying to use it with something like an adverb, and I think also some other words like verbs, etc. That form is sun, sun. To say in the is ansen, ansen. Sometimes it is just sun, but it is mostly ansen. So to say in the place would be something like ansendaj, ansendaj. To say something like it is in the place that I was would be something like San ansendaj vami. San ansendaj vami. It is in Perth, so this is an emphasized form. San piasht. San piasht. The word for yesterday is nj, nj. So to say something like, it is yesterday, so it is yesterday that I went, or something like that, you would say something like sanjay, sanjay. Just to break it down a little, this sun is actually from is, so the verb is, and then following directly after it is the word for in, an. The word for tomorrow is merach, merach. So to say it is tomorrow would be something like san merach, san merach. The word for at is ek, ek. And this ek is used in a way to signify or to show that someone has something. So I have something would be the something is at me. So to say it isn't at the wife or the wife doesn't have it would be something like Hanan egven, Hanan egven. To say isn't it tomorrow would be something like Nachan anje, Nachan anje. The word for tonight is noch, noch. So to say, is it tonight? Would be something like nan noch, nan noch. So in this case, it's the un being the question form and then the un again, but it's a long n afterwards. So nan, nan noch. It isn't yesterday. Chanan nanje, chanan nanje. It isn't tonight. Chanan noch, chanan noch. Last night is ndurd, ndurd. So to say something like, wasn't it last night? Would be something like, nachan ndurd, nachan ndurd. Was it last night? Would be something like, nandurd, nandurd. Isn't it tomorrow? Would be something like, nachan merach, nachan merach. And isn't it last night? Nachan ndurd, nachan ndurd. So to finish it off, we will have a look at some words that were used in this lesson. Is, is. Chan, chan. Nach, nach. Share, share. Chane, chane. Ne, ne. Nache, nache. Sun, sun. Chanan, chanan. Nun, nun. Nachan, nachan. Nje, nje. Merach, merach. Noch, noch. Egg, egg. An, an. Mish, mish. Us, us. Ish, ish. Shin, shin. Shish, shish. Arts, arts. Nerd, a nerd.